Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News at 5 starts now.
The mayor calls Detroit Party City. Neighbors are sick of it. The police say they have a plan to do something about it.
Some of us have been absolutely soaked this week, but parts of the area are now under a severe drought. We'll show you where the rainfall deficit has gotten even worse.
Bo Schembechler's son said his dad knew everything and did nothing about it.
I hope my father would protect me, but he didn't.
Matt Schembechler comes forward with damning claims against Dr. Robert Anderson and his own father.
The claims are even more shocking than advertised.
Today, Matt Schembechler, along with two other U of M football players, claimed both Bo and Dr. Anderson, caused them great pain that lasted lifetimes. Rod Maloney, live at the Big House in Ann Arbor. And Rod, all three say that Bo Schembechler clearly knew what was going on.
Yes, precisely, Devin. And it's one of those things where there is no doubt going to be a lawsuit coming out of this. The attorneys who were with them said that. And yes, it's a situation where the two other players, Daniel Kwiatkowski and also Giovanni Johnson, went along with Matt Schembechler, saying that Bo knew. And they say because they had mentioned it to him. Now, in the meantime, it's a situation where Matt Schembechler said that when he was 10 years old, he was molested and told Bo about it back in 1969.
Bo's temper was legendary, and he lost it. He screamed, "I don't want to hear this. I'm not hearing this." I tried to tell him repeatedly, but my effort earned me a punch in the chest. This was the beginning and the end of the relationship with him.
Matt says he moved out of Bo's house at age 18. Doesn't hate Bo, but sure doesn't like him. Matt's story predates the others. Former wide receiver Giovanni Johnson claimed two of his marriages failed because of the intimacy issues he wrestled with after Anderson molested him during repeated athletic physicals.
People are saying that Bo didn't know. He did know. And the only way that was going to get out is for me, myself, to come out to let people know he did know. I told him myself. And our relationship from that point went downhill.
Former offensive lineman Dan Kwiatkowski claims Dr. Anderson sexually assaulted him in similar fashion and decided to come forward after seeing in the newspaper people questioning whether Dr. Anderson was really a problem.
I didn't know it was going to turn into this. They were just asking if this guy was messed up, and he messed me up.
Matt Schembechler believes the abuse continued for so long because of a culture that placed the university's reputation over student safety.
Anderson was able to continue this abuse for so long because he was supported by a culture that placed the reputation of the university above the health and safety of the students.
Well, the university wasted no time in putting out a statement even before Schembechler's news conference ended. It said, quote, "Our sympathy for all of Anderson's victims is deep and unwavering, and we thank them for their bravery in coming forward. We condemn and apologize for the tragic misconduct of the late Dr. Robert Anderson, who left the university 17 years ago and died 13 years ago. We are committed to resolving their claims and to continue the court-guided, confidential mediation process." Back to you.
Yeah, Rod, Bo has had another son who goes by the name Shimmy. Have we heard anything from him about all of this?
I've been exchanging texts with him this afternoon, Devin. He says he has a statement that's going to be coming out later in the day, but he did tell the Wolverine back in 2020 that he defended his father, that he did not think that Bo knew. He said if Bo did know, he would have known, especially toward the end of Bo's life. Whether that changes at all in the statement, we don't know yet, but when we get it, we'll certainly pass it along.
We'll be watching for it. All right, Rod.
Well, summer doesn't officially start until June 20th, but from the looks of the city of Detroit's crime reports, it's already in full swing. We've seen massive brawls and shootings in Greektown to huge street parties along the river with drag racing and dangerous drifting. Today, Detroit police launched a new effort to try to get things under control. Defender Sean Lay joins us live now. And Sean, we're talking about a lot more than just stepped up patrols, though that is part of it.
Ooh, long list of things to handle. Even the mayor saying Detroit has become Party City. A lot of residents, we have showed you areas where they say it has become absolutely unlivable. So today, DPD, they've got a lot to do, and they say they have a plan to handle it all. Nearly every night in Detroit, drag racing, drifting, guns, drugs, drinking. The mayor admits Detroit has gone from the Motor City to Party Town, USA.
there is a perception that you can come into the city and these laws won't be enforced.
No more, because as we've shown you, the behavior is driving neighbors nuts, and they also feel unsafe to even go outside. Many streets look like a stunt driving car show.
Only in Detroit.
We're trying to forfeit these vehicles.
Detroit police today holding a car show of a different kind, showing off ultra high-end sports cars they've seized from drag racers. Chief James White warning dangerous drivers, squads of police are coming after you and coming for your fast car.
We will get a search warrant to get it out of your garage. If you think this is okay, come on down. We can use a few more of these vehicles converted over.
But what about Greektown, where just this week fights broke out, police officers being pushed to the ground? Police say there will be no tolerance for violence. Community leader Pastor Mo pleading with families not to blame police, but to help police.
Taunting, cussing, disrespecting these officers. They was trying their best not to arrest them because all the things that's been going on. And I was embarrassed. Because you're out here drag racing, you got guns, they shooting, they fighting, the girls are just fighting. No, come on, we got to do better than this.
Back here live, let me just go over the to-do list for Detroit police. Targeting loud music coming from cars, parking lot parties in town, dangerous driving, we just showed you, drag racing, more dangerous driving, gun crimes really at the top of the list, and then enforcing curfew for teens. A lot to do starting right now, Kimberly.
Yeah, and indeed, and there are so many moving parts, Sean. How does DPD plan just to manage it all?
Flooding the streets with officers, but you have to pay them. So DPD and the city working together for thousands of hours of overtime for these officers to target these specific problems.
Yeah, let's hope it helps. All right, Sean, thank you.
Former UAW President Gary Jones is the latest to be sent to prison for his role in the ongoing corruption scandal. Last year, Jones pleaded guilty to charges of embezzlement, racketeering, and tax evasion. He admitted to working with 6 other UAW officials to steal union money for things like golf and cigars and clothes. He stepped down as union president in 2019 due to that scandal, and today, a judge sentenced Jones to 2 years and 4 months in prison. We'll have more on that coming up tonight at 6.
3 people are dead, including a child, after a shooting inside a Florida grocery store. Deputies responded to the shooting at a Publix in Royal Palm Beach just before noon. When they got there, 3 people were dead, 1 man, 1 woman, and a toddler. The sheriff's office has identified the deceased man as the shooter. No word yet on what led to the killings. The shooter and the victims have not yet been identified.
Looking at today's coronavirus numbers, the state reporting another 301 new cases over the past 24 hours. 40 more deaths are now being attributed to the virus. That includes 28 from a review of vital records.
And the state's vaccination rate has ticked up slightly. 59.9% of Michigan adults have received at least 1 vaccine dose. That's up 0.1%.
We are kind of in a little bit of a muggy rut to many. Usually, in fact, the last couple of days, this is right about the time we've seen some rain and storms breaking out.
That's right. So let's get over to Ben, see what's happening out there right now. Not so much today, right, Ben?
No, it's a lot lower than what we were seeing yesterday. The surface, it feels just as hot and humid, but just above the ground level. Some changes in the mid-levels have kept the thunderstorm activity to an absolute minimum. We've seen a couple storms there. They're north of our north zone. There's a few more cells out there in parts of Livingston County, right around Howell. They're just very slowly crawling out to the west. And a couple of these turn into downpours, but they're not going to last very long. Don't even have any lightning strikes with these out in the west zone right now. Humidity is going to be with us for the next few days, and then we can finally see an end as that cold front comes through on Sunday. That continues to be the big payoff. Temperatures won't be any cooler, but it's going to feel a lot less humid on Sunday. We'll track those showers and thunderstorms for Saturday. And if you missed the eclipse from this morning, we'll give you a sneak peek at that too in just a few minutes, guys.
Okay, Ben, at 8 a.m. sharp tomorrow, you will hear the first engines fire up on Belle Isle as Grand Prix weekend officially gets underway.
It's always hard to miss if you're anywhere along the east side. Taking a live look now from our Belle Isle Skycam. You can see the island ready to go.
Ready.
First big event with a full crowd expected. Jamie Edmonds following all the racing action this weekend. Was at the big kickoff event today. Jamie.
Today's media luncheon really felt like a celebration. Racing will be back on Belle Isle, and fans will be back in the stands.
They make a big difference to the atmosphere. Yeah,
Fans are very important to the sport, all sports.
The drivers say they're thrilled to be back on Belle Isle too, especially since the race was canceled due to COVID last year.
Yes, it's very nice to be back. It's a fantastic street circuit that I personally love. And, it's the city of the automobile here. So not having it on the calendar was very strange. It's a marquee event.
It's an awesome track. It's very much an attack track.
Today's media luncheon was a kickoff to the weekend, a chance for drivers and race officials to hype up 5 races in 2 days.
To showcase our city on NBC Network around the world, to showcase our waterfront, to showcase our riverfront for Belle Isle, that to me are the home runs you can't measure.
Scott McLaughlin is an IndyCar rookie this year. This New Zealander has never been to Detroit. So far, he likes what he sees, and he's heard the track will definitely test him.
The biggest thing that's hard about this race is the doubleheader, the second 70-lap race, and trying to show up for that with, you're going to have blisters on your hands, and your shoulders are going to be sore, but it's all part of it, and that's why this race is so special if you win it, I'm sure.
All the drivers told me today they cannot wait to get started, but before they hit the track, they're going to come here to Campus Martius for the grand premiere. Now, this is really the launch party for the whole weekend, and what they do during this party is raise money. How much money? Well, back in 2018, they raised $1 million for the Belle Isle Conservancy that fixed things like the fountain or keeps the aquarium free. Coming up at 6, we'll talk more about this event and where the money might be spent and how they're making a little bit of changes because of COVID. Live downtown, Jamie Edmonds, Local 4.
There's such a look of normalcy behind you. I got to imagine there's just such a sense of relief among the organizers to make it happen, Jamie.
Absolutely. They are so excited to be back. You know what? People are telling me they're excited to get dressed up. These dresses have been in the closet for far too long.
We'll see you again at 6. Jamie, we appreciate it.
Well, he wasn't going to just sit and watch his neighborhood fall apart.
How a Detroit man spent decades working to save his street, and just wait until you hear what he did to give back at the same time at the age of 96.
Coming up, we're talking about elder care and how Michigan law is finding ways to correct itself, and a very interesting celebrity spokesperson who's a champion of the cause.
All right, Paula, but first, ex-MSU basketball star Keith Appling appears in court to be formally charged with murder. What his former coach Tom Izzo saying about it next at 5.